Hey guys, welcome back to ADP Art Creations. How you guys doing today? So today we are going to talk about a special player, Dijonai Carrington, who we call Na. We'll give her a little nickname Na or whatever. And usually I'll say Carrington, call her by her last name, or sometimes I say Dijonai, or whatever. But guys, I wanted to get into you guys knowing who she is because a lot of times the media will try to paint our players out to be someone that they're not. And until you get to actually know these players, the media tries to sometimes paint more of a crazy story than a more positive one. And what I noticed is that right about now, she is going through some emotions dealing with her injury. So, guys, if you can, she's on her social media, she's on IG, she's on Twitter, she's on TikTok. If you guys could like put a special hearts in her comments, just to let her know, as fans we care about her, that would be great. I think she'll greatly appreciate it because you never know what a person is going through. Let's continue to lift up Carrington as she continue her healing journey with her injury, and how we'll look forward to her playing in Unrivaled for the second year. And we'll see what team she's on once Unrivaled get all the teams set up because they could change and they may not be on the same teams. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's talk about our girl now. Let's talk about those accomplishments. I have two videos I'm going to play, and I'll talk in between the videos after they're done. But I just want you guys to get to know who she is. Like, she does have her Reebok deal. Go now. So her and Angel Reese are pretty cool. And I like that because Angel Reese is like one of my favorites. That's the reason why I came to the W for her and Camilla. Then we wound up meeting Ken Dog and, so many other great players. And that's how I got to know who Carrington was. And I'm glad because she's a dog on that court and she's feisty and she just her. She unapologetic, her. And that's something that you're going to see as she continues to play the game of basketball. So let's get into some of her highlights. Then I'll play our two videos and then we'll talk about it. Okay, guys? Okay, so let's start with her high school career. So, her high school career, she was a McDonald's All American 2016. Carrington was a standout player at Horizon Christian Academy in San Diego and was selected for the prestigious McDonald's All American game. Jordan Brand Classic All American 2016. She was also named a Jordan Brand Classic All American. 2,000 plus points. She surpassed 2,000 career points during her high school career. Okay, Garrison, I see you, girl. Okay, so at Stanford from 2016 to 2020, these are her accomplishments. All Pac 12 2019, Carrington was named to the All Pac 12 team by both the coaches and the media during her junior season. Pac 12 tournament champion 2017 2019. She was two conference tournament championships with the Cardinal. Four Final Four appearance 2017. She was a member of the Stanford team that reached the NCAA Final Four during her freshman season. Pac 12 All Tournament Team 2019. She earned this recognition for her strong play in conference tournament. Elite Eight appearance 2019. She helped lead Stanford to Elite Eight of the NCAA tournament. Academic honors. She was named as the Pac 12 Academic Honor Roll in 2020 and received two Pac 12 All Academic Honorable mentions. Oh, see, you see that right, guys? She ain't nothing to play with. Put some respect on Dijonai Carrington's name, for real. Let's talk about her Baylor career. Baylor, she did from 2020 to 2021. Big 12 Sixth Player of the Year 2021 while playing for the Lady Bears as a graduate transfer. She was honored as the conference best reserve. Big 12 Newcomer of the Year 2021. She also received this award in her single season with Baylor. Elite Eight appearance 2021. She helped lead Baylor to the Elite Eight in the NCAA tournament. Her WNBA career. She got WNBA Most Improved Player 2024 in her final season with the Connecticut Sun. Carrington was recognized for her breakout performance, averaging career high in points, 12.7 rebounds, 5.0, and steals, 1.56. WNBA All Defensive First Team 2024. Also in 2024, she was named to the league's All Defensive First Team, and her reputation as the WNBA's elite perimeter defender. And if you watch Carrington play, oh my gosh, it is so awesome. The way she just defends, the way she plays her game, it's just a unique dog type of style that is just made for her, right? Unrivaled, the 3-on-3. She was a part of the Unrivaled League with Nafisa Collier and Breanna Stewart. And guys, we already know she's in the WNBA. She was named the most improved player. So like during her college season, she represented. During her high school season, she represented, and she's still representing in the WNBA today. She is signed to Reebok. Her Reeboks are fire. And she does she loves to do her makeup and I mean she's just a glamour queen, like she know how to put her makeup on, she know how to fix her hair up. She just like a girly girl, like she's real stylish. I mean, she play her ball and stuff like that, but when I seen her talk on Angel Reese unapologetically Angel, I was like, oh, yeah, she's a dog. She's cool. She's funny, like a little comedian and stuff like that. But she also, keeps it real. And I just did not like, the way that they were, a lot of the media was coming at her. I didn't like that. And, sometimes, they be doing too much. You got to keep it real. These are these players' life. To me, it's mental over everything. I keep telling you that, guys, in all my episodes, that for me, it's mental over everything. Back up off somebody, because you never know what they're going through behind closed doors. And your false narratives and how you think a person is, or how you feel a person should react and don't act or don't do, keep it to yourself, because you don't have no idea. Our WNBA players have been going through so much this season. It's not even enough to talk about. You probably had to have out a series of books. It's not just one story. It's so many stories, and everybody got a story to tell. And as soon as she tell her story, I'm gonna be right there, because I know that her testimony is going to be impactful, and it's going to save a lot of women's lives who deal with different things, and who see her as, someone they look up to and respect. Because this young lady right here, man, this is just only the beginning. She has not been in the league that long, and being in the league, she's achieved a lot of things. And I feel sad because that she got her injury, guys, and that she had finally got to a team where she felt appreciated, and if you know what that means, you know how she felt. So I'm gonna tap into her video, guys, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about it, and then we're gonna move to the next one. I only chose two. She has different videos. She has different accomplishments that you can check them out on YouTube. You can Google it, and you find out all this information, great information from different sources. These videos are just to point a picture out of who she is, and you get to hear it from her. So I'm going to play one where she was at Stanford, and then I play the other one because it shows a little bit of her family and stuff like that. So, Carrington is not new to the sports game. She has family members that were in sports. Her dad played for the NFL for 8 years. So, she got the skills, guys. She know what it's like to perform and to practice and to get better and just to learn different types of way to like improve her game, to play the game, and to make a difference and know that, hey, this is me. This is Dijonai Carrington, nobody else. All right, guys, let's tap into it.
Boundaries that we have broken here. My mom and dad met at Northern Arizona University in college, and my dad played football and my mom ran track, and so they were both on collegiate scholarships, and then my dad went on to play in the NFL for 8 seasons, and my sister played basketball in college, and she played at University of New Orleans. My brother played at the University of Oregon and University of Utah. And when I was in high school, my mom was actually my head coach, my dad was her associate head coach, and my sister was one of the assistant coaches. It was a really fun dynamic and a really cool experience just to have my family surrounding me. When I was in, I want to say 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade, I played football. I just wanted to be like my brother and sister. And so they were like, "Are you sure you want to play football?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, okay, like give it a try. And so the first year I had to play flag just to make sure I really wanted to do this. And then my next 2 years I played tackle. It doesn't matter what other people think. If it's something that I want to do, then I can do it. And a lot of people probably questioned my parents for allowing me to play football. Because typically, I guess football is not a girl sport, but they allowed me to do that and to explore whatever I wanted to explore. And I think that now on the court and in life, I'm going to be able to take those tools and just explore with no limits. The summer going into my sophomore year, I tore my left ACL during EYBL basketball. And then my junior summer going into my senior year, I tore my right ACL almost 2 years to the day. But I learned so much about myself and how much substance there is within me. And I think I was able to kind of show that there's more to me than basketball. During that time, something that I knew so well was stripped away from me. And I was forced to find other things and find deeper meanings to life than just basketball. Stanford is a one-of-a-kind school. There's obviously nothing like it in the world, and the proximity to home is great. My recruiting class was great. I'm best friends with all of those girls. My teammates are incredible. I honestly couldn't imagine being on a team with any other girls because these are 14 of my closest friends, and I have made friendships that'll last a lifetime. And I think I could have made those at other schools, but not in to the same degree. So here I'm studying psychology and African American studies. I hope to return to school, get my master's and my PhD in psychology. And when I further that education, I want to become either a forensic psychologist or a behavioral analysis profiler. And I think being here, I've already met so many people that can help me reach my ultimate goals. You have to be ready to get better every day and every moment on the court. And I think just being able to do that on the court and be a role model for young girls, and it really humbles you and reminds you that you're playing for a bigger purpose. I'm playing obviously for my faith, my family, but also for all the young girls looking up to me and who aspire to do similar things and break similar boundaries that we have broken here.
Guys, and you can check this out. You can check this video clip out on YouTube. Under Stanford athletes, and it's called My Stanford Story, Dijonai Carrington. Just if you want to go back and just take your time and just go through it and actually maintain information, because you want to always get to know your players even if you don't know them personally in life, but you want to get to know them through their stories, so that you can understand their game, you can understand why they react to certain things and the way they react to. I think it's very important that we understand who our players are, We love their stats. We look for them to improve their game as they want to, and just get to know them as a human being and not just someone on the court where you just want them to do this or you want them to do this or you want them to play a certain way. They are more than that. At the end of the day, they are still human. So I'm gonna play the second clip, and this she talks again, about who she is or whatever, because everybody has this different type of picture they want to paint for Carrington. Not I'm not gonna say everybody, but some people, because she has a lot of great fans. She has a lot of people in her circle. And sometimes, though, believe it or not, as we see, we've listened to and been around where Angel Reese had to experience a lot of things, or whatever, we can totally relate to. So I'm glad that Angel, drew me to the WNBA again, and I'm glad that Camilla drew me to the WNBA so that I could get to adopt a player like Carrington, because I see the genuine in her. I see the dog in her on that court. I don't know her personally. It's just what I know. That I'm thinking, or whatever, just by the way she carries herself, by the way she speaks, or whatever. And she's so fragile, so gentle, but don't get it twisted now. She ain't one to play with. So, guys, let's tap into the second video, and then we'll end it up with that, and then we'll talk about how you guys can do further research on your players. And guys, before I mash play on this video, remember, always remember, please remember that our players have hearts. They have feelings too. And no matter what you think, they may not hear this or they may not hear that. Just be careful with your choice words. Be careful what comes out your mouth, because a nice word will carry you all the way through, but to speak negative on someone you don't know in a way that you shouldn't, it hits ground, guys. It hits ground. They hear it. They might not tell us everything, but they hear certain things. And let's just continue to uplift players and just uplift the players and allow them to be them without judgment. So much judgment of how you want them to be. Man is not in control of man. Only God can do what he do through us, right? Okay, let's go.
Walk, which I'm still distraught about. I'm not just a basketball player. I'm a child of God, and I'm an educated Black woman. Hi, this is Dijonai Carrington, and this is my diaries with Anscape. I was probably 7 years old when I really started playing basketball seriously. I was always around it though as a kid because I have an older sister and an older brother, and my mom was a coach. I was in elementary school and her team had a tournament. They had 2 or 3 people foul out. They needed another player, and my mom was like, "Do you want to play?" And she went and asked the opposing coach. They were like, "Yeah." And I got out there and I was hooping and they were like, "What?" That was the moment that it was like, you can actually do something with this potentially. I would describe my game as pretty fearless. I'm a very passionate person, a passionate player. It takes heart to play on both sides of the ball, and I feel like something for me that I can always control is the defensive side of the ball. I really think my experience in college was poetic. I started at Stanford, and I think when people think of Stanford, they think IQ, they think fundamentals, very sound technical basketball. Then when I transferred to Baylor, it was like, okay, now I understand basketball. I know how to pick things apart. Now I need that dog in me, and I need that fearlessness, which is what I feel like Kim Mulkey's teams always embody and what she embodies as a coach. She was able to just kind of, all right, now go out there and just hoop. I'm so glad that it was in that order because I needed to understand the game before I just started playing free-for-all kind of vibe. 2021, COVID, so there wasn't an in-person draft for that year, but it was super special. You know, people kind of expected me to be disappointed because of how low I fell in the draft, but just hearing your name called and knowing that I went to a team and an organization that I felt like I really had an opportunity to make the team made me so excited. I had some great vets, DB, AT, Jazz. I'm always gonna give them their flowers. They're showing you with their actions. They're not just telling you like, you need to do this, but not holding themselves accountable to that same standard. That's something that I've tried to take as now being sort of a vet, holding myself accountable first and making sure that I'm doing what I'm telling other people to do too. But I'm super excited for her. Injuries-wise, I've torn both of my ACLs. I ruptured my patella tendon. You know, there's just different things that life has thrown at me that I wouldn't have gotten through if it wasn't for my faith. I learned so early that nothing is given. I think that that's why I've just had this like resilient mindset and been able to push through so much adversity throughout my entire life. I'm also blessed with so many things, and it's like my blessings far, far outweigh the trials and tribulations that I've gone through. I've always been into makeup. Growing up, I went to a private school with uniforms, so there wasn't much that you could do to be original. Makeup, hair, those are kind of the only ways that you could express yourself and your originality and your personality, so I took full advantage of it. I mean, I don't want to be superficial, but like when I look good, like I feel so much better about myself. I love being one of the people who are bridging the gap between the beauty side and sport, and I never was willing to compromise one or the other. You can't be glammed up and be a dog on the court. It's me, and it's authentically me, so I love it. The women nowadays especially are showing that you don't have to pick one or the other. We are so multifaceted as women, and we can do so many different things, and don't ever let somebody put you in a box to have to pick one or the other.
Guys, there you have it. Miss Dijonai Carrington representing, speaking her truth. And just letting you guys know you don't have to choose. You can do both on the court. You can be girly and play your ball and everything too. And I love it. I love the tunnel fits. I love the makeup. I love the hair. Like she always coming correct. You rarely see her. Of course they get on the court and they're, it sweats. They sweat and everything like that. But you rarely see Carrington and a lot of other players. You rarely see them not go on the court and represent, like with the hair, the nails, like, and we see Angel all the time coming out there with her different hairstyles and her nails and stuff. And Carrington, like she makes sure her makeup is on. She does her hair. It just it's just a great thing. I just love it. I love the tonal fits. I love that you can, be both. You don't have to choose. These worldly rules that you have to choose to be one or the other, that you can't, have your hair done and wear your nails and on the court. That's crazy work. Let these women play. Let these women be who they are, because the more of them being who they are and what they are going to become, the more comfortable they are to exceed in their game on and off the court. So kudos to Carrington, because Carrington is her and she's going to continue to be her. And you heard it from her mouth on who she is, of her saying that she's not just a basketball player, she's more than that. And we got to stop putting players and people inside of boxes and let them be real and let them be them. And because what happens is so much judgment on people, that they kind of, feel like, hey, I can't really be myself. But because our faith is so strong, and not everybody may have that, but because she's blessed to have that, it shows. And yes, and she said the trials and tribulations she go through, but look at her now. That makes you think, hey, look, I'm going through this and that, but guess what? I'm still here. I'm still producing on the floor. I'm still playing my game. I'm still, being me. I don't have to change being me because the world don't like it, or some people in the world don't like it. We're not gonna like everything about a person, but we gotta make sure that we don't get it twisted where we say our opinion is supposed to be our opinion, but yet your opinions turn into judgment. So you have to be very careful of what an opinion is and what judgment is, because a lot of times people be like, oh, well, that's just my opinion, that's just how I view things. No, that sounds like judgment. So understand those two meanings, and when you come back, guys, drop them definitions in the chat, because I'm curious to know, do you actually understand what those two things mean? And they cannot be put together. It's not fair to anybody on this earth, because we're all still growing. We all make mistakes and stuff like that. So just understand what you're saying, and don't allow your opinions to overstep the boundaries of it being like, you want your opinions to be factual, but they're really not, because you can wind up hurting someone. You know what I'm saying? And these players, they deal with a lot of things, guys. They don't need that extra stuff, on them, but yet they still carry it, and they still go out there and play for us each and every game. Some games it may not be their best games, but they still get out there. They still get out there and play. They still come back after they done had injuries, and still play the game. Look how blessed she is. She had those injuries, and she still came back and dominated the game. Then on top of that, at the end of the season, she didn't get to be in the playoffs or whatever. She wound up getting hurt again. Just imagine, just put yourself in someone else's shoes first before you try to, you know, um, voice your opinion, or try to put judgment on somebody, because you really don't know them like that to judge them that deep. So, guys, I just want you to know about Carrington, because Carrington is on my list. She's not on the adoption list or anything, guys. She's up here to stay. She's a dog, and I just had to adopt her. So I'm auntie everybody, to Angel, Camilla, and all them or whatever. Yep, that's me. So, guys, I want you guys to catch me on the next one, and just say something nice to somebody, guys. Be nice. It don't cost you nothing to be nice to somebody today. Just grab a hold of somebody and just say something nice. Speak. Call somebody that was trying to call you, and you'd be like, well, I know they have certain things to talk about, and you don't want to hear it. Listen to them anyway, because a lot of times people just want you to listen. They don't want you to say nothing. They just want you to listen. But yeah, check out Carrington on YouTube. Her Stanford story. Check out her other story that she did. This one is on Anscape. Make sure you check it out on Anscape, and check it out on Stanford Athletes. Guys, these are two great videos. Also, she has more on YouTube. Check Google, check not ESPN, but yeah, you can check ESPN, for your stats and facts and all that stuff. Check the schools that she used to go to. Just get to know who she is before you try to place judgment. I love the interview that her and Angel did during Unrivaled. Go back and listen to that unapologetic episode with Angel and Carrington, because it's a great video. You kind of get to know the players more when they speak out and represent. So that'll help you to get to know who Carrington is. So when she get ready to play in Unrivaled, when she get ready to play for the new season, if they have a season, yes, CBA pay out players. So just go check her out, guys, because she ain't one to play with, and there's more to come. Thank you guys for taking out the time to listen to my podcast. I have much more to come. I have great stories and just so many other things coming. So so many art products and different things coming next. And I will be doing surprises, guys. I will be going live on weekends and doing my pre-recorded videos during the week. So guys, just make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep you posted. I'll keep doing the stories and the testimony of our players. Okay, thank you guys. Peace.